Hi there YouTube, welcome to episode 2 of how to create your own Call of Duty 4 Infinite R2R mod menu. I may or may not have said Infinite R2R mod menu in the first episode. Well, it doesn't really matter considering we weren't coding at all, but this is, here we're going to be making the main menu, or not the entire main menu, but the uh, the first line of code. You know what? I'm gonna call this episode the first line of code, just because I can. Yeah, let's move that over to the side. Okay, so with the patch that I've coded for you all, you're going to need to do self infect with open bracket, open quote, main menu 1, closer quote. I want to say that's it. Let me just check really quick. Let's see. Where did I put it? Shit. Okay, I can't find it. But anyways, we're going to use main menu 1 for now. So, we're going to end that off with that quote, a comma, space, and another quote. Now we're going to get into the coding part. Now, I'm going to try and be as simple and explanatory, whatever, you know, I don't know how to explain it. I'm going to try and go as in-depth, but be as simple as possible. So, basically how this works. When you first start the game, when you first start the game, it's going to bind, which means, I don't really know how to explain that. That should be pretty self-explanatory. It's going to bind button underscore R shoulder, which is the right bumper, and you can change that if you want. The buttons are in buttons underscore nomad dot cfg. They'll have a list of all the buttons. So yeah, it'll bind the right bumper to go to. It says VSTR. I just like to say go to because it's simpler. So bind the right bumper to go to open menu, and open menu is this code, is this dvar right here, and the value of this dvar is bind button B VSTR back, bind, which, you know, obviously button B is B on the controller, bind button A VSTR click, which obviously button A. I'm just changing something real quick. Okay, ignore what I just did. Bind D-pad up VSTR up, bind D-pad down VSTR down, and it will create this noise, which is, you know, CND play local. That's just, it plays this sound, and then you put the sound here. You can change that. It just MP in-game summary. It sets the chat HUD chat position to 250, 250, which is the X and Y coordinate on the screen. And it'll stay open for, that would be 1 minute. Once, you know, after it's idle, after you're idle for 1 minute, the menu will disappear. Oh, there we go. Main menu 1. Ignore what I just did there, right there. Oh, okay, so then also open menu right there goes to main menu 1, which is the first line of code for the menu, although we're not totally there yet. Still explaining. And it'll also bind the right bumper to go to quit menu, and it'll also do this. It'll say menu open in the bottom right. No, bottom left. There we go. It'll say unknown CMD menu open. Now, some of you may or may not be confused right now. That's perfectly normal. As, you know, bind the right bumper VSTR open menu, and then in open menu, bind right bumper is VSTR to quit menu. It's a little confusing at first, but if you think about it, and you've played around with the menu before, when you don't have the menu open, it sets the right bumper to go to open menu, which will open the menu. Now once you have the menu open, it will bind the right bumper to close the menu, which, if you think about it, that's normal. If you have the menu open, you would normally either just use B or whatever key to back out of it, or you could also hit whatever you opened it with to close it. Now, at least that's normal for me. I don't know about you guys. Excuse me. Yeah, so like I said, over here, VSTR main menu 1. So main menu 1, let's go ahead and get into the code for the menu. So, first of all, we're going to have our menu title, which this is not going to change at all when we're scrolling. So say, which is, it'll bring up the chat, like the PC chat for Call of Duty, it'll bring that up because Infinity Ward didn't bother to patch that for Xbox. You do say, and then the title of our menu. I'll just do YouTube preview, or no, YouTube mod menu 1.0. And then semicolon. And then the semicolon, what that does, that ends that code. This code right here. Say mod menu. And this up 1, that basically makes this text red. That's a color code. So now we can get into the options. Actually, I'm going to change this to purple, or hot pink, my bad. So, how we're going to do this is, I like how in the tangy menu, it scrolls here. I'm going to pause the video for a moment, and I will be right back with you. Okay, so basically in the tangy menu, which is just the name of a mod menu, it's not a type of mod menu, you have, when you first open the menu, you have the menu title, which is right above main mods. And then main mods is select, you know that would be what you're choosing if you hit A, or I like to call it, that's what you're hovering, because you have these, I'm just going to call them brackets, because I don't know what they're called, assuming they're not called brackets. You have these brackets on each side of the letter. Now if you scroll down 1, then it'll remove those brackets from here and place them on the next option. Now you scroll down again and it'll remove them from here and put them around this. Now, so on and so forth. I don't know why I like this, but for whatever reason I do. Some people you know, they do other things, that's totally cool. But for this menu, that's what we're going to be doing. So you got the menu title here. Then we're going to do, no, there. And then let's do main mods. There. So then we'll end that line right there. So basically, right here, it's going to self-infect us with main menu 1. The menu title is going to be in pink YouTube mod menu 1.0. Then the next line, it's going to say, and then in black, because we did up 0, this bracket. Then in red, because we did up 1, it's going to say main mods in red. Then up 0, and we're going to have that bracket, which it's going to be a black bracket. So I'm just going to kind of speed through this because I'm getting the feeling we may be running out of time. So main mods, then, you know what, I'm going to pause the video, and I'm just going to, you know, make a quick little menu type thing, and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. So, let's go over what we have. We have self-infect with, and then main menu 1. By the way, I forgot to mention this before, but you cannot have spaces in here, in this part. If you do, then it'll read it wrong, and you'll get unknown CMD, I believe. Or, yeah, you'll get unknown CMD. So, alright. So here we have main menu 1. So say the menu title would be YouTube mod menu 1.0, and it would say it in purple. So then we have main mod selected, then we have another option, host options, then another option, lobby mods, another option, spam menu, and the last option, the infection menu. So then that's just the look of the menu. Now, as a portion of the code behind it would be CG chat height, CG underscore chat height, sorry, space 6. So how this works is CG chat height. Alright, we have 6 messages being broadcasted to the game, which would be 1, the title, 2, main mods, 3, host options, 4, lobby mods, 5, the spam menu, and 6, the infection menu. So that will restrict the chat height from going anywhere above and below 6. If it does, then it'll just mess up and it won't look right. So now we're going to set back to go to quit menu, because this is just the main menu. So when you first open it, if you go back, you know, in my opinion, it would close, but, you know, that's totally on you if you want to do that or not. Oh, my bad, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so set back VSTR quit menu, which is, you know, sets back to go to quit menu, which will obviously exit the menu. So we're going to set click, which is select, to go to main mods 1. Now, we have not created main mods 1, but we eventually will be. Now, that takes care of the buttons. Now, the scrolling, set up to go to, or VSTR, main menu 6. Now, try and not get confused with this. You probably are, which is perfectly fine. Just hold on, I think I did that wrong. 1, 2, 3, Okay, so it would be main menu 5. Sorry about that. Okay, so how it's gonna work is you're gonna have okay, so say you open up the menu and you want to just go ahead and go to the bottom. You don't want to scroll all the way down to the bottom. So you hit up. Now, you know, professional software or whatever, it will have uh, let me try and explain it. Okay, you can just go ahead and, I don't want to say teleport, but I can't really think of anything else, so you teleport to the bottom. Then you can continue scrolling wherever. So it'll just go ahead and go to the bottom. Now set down VSTR or go to main menu 2. Now we have not created main menu 2 yet. We will finish up this the main menu in the next episode. But main menu 2 is basically this same thing. Well, main menu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's pretty much the same thing. The only difference is, okay, so you have the title. The title doesn't change. But okay, you see how everything except for main mods is just up 1 for red? Well, the way scrolling works is let me just explain something really quick. How Call of Duty 4 infectable mod menus work is it's not an actual menu. It's just binds and yeah, it's just binds to simulate a menu. What I mean by that is it's using the chat that's already built into the game to simulate a menu using binds in GSC. So I'm not really sure how to explain it any farther than that, but when you scroll down main menu 2, instead of this being hovered over, host options will be hovered over, and main mods will have up 1. Just a regular up 1 like that. Won't have this or this. But host options will. So you see where I'm getting at with this? Anyways, it's time to cut off the episode right there. I will see you guys at episode 3. Yeah. We're going to finish up main menu 1 in episode 3. And I hope you guys have a very, very good evening. Well, day, whatever. Alright, well, rate, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Peace out.